Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Michele, and we are the owners of the Main Street Mouse.
And this is the Main Street Mouse weekly podcast, show number 230 for May 18th, 2026.
For your safety, remain seated with the doors closed, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside while the tram is moving. And supervise your children.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion.
'Cause this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness!
Soar into tower. We are ready for takeoff.
Dead men tell no tale.
I know not who you are, nor how I came to find you, but may I just say, I...
Come on, everybody, here we go!
Here we go.
Hi, we're back.
We're back. So, actually, last week we didn't do our show, but we did put out a podcast last
We
week.
did a show, just not our usual show, if anybody listened.
So if you paid attention to the number, this one became 230. Last time you guys heard from both of us with our show, it was 228, but the middle show came in there with Doug Jones and Derek Mackey, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, but that was what we put out last week.
Yeah, we did. So technically we didn't miss last week.
We didn't. We were a couple days late.
Yeah, so we didn't miss putting out some sort of content because it's just been a lot. I feel like we have been just drowning with stuff to do. We're drowning. And
There's been a lot of content.
there's been a lot of content. There's been a lot of stuff. I feel like, you know how it is when you just have a lot of stuff going on, and your life gets a little frazzled, disorganized. That's just kind of what our life has been.
Yeah, it's been, shall I say, chaotic.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's
And not in a bad way.
no, it's not like anything like our stove blew up or anything. You
Oh
know.
my gosh, why would you say knock on something?
Or
If our stove blows up and you see a GoFundMe later, it's for our new stove because Michele.
well, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing like that. It's just been sometimes, and I know you guys at home probably get that too. Like, sometimes you just get lost in the day to day,
Yeah.
and before you know it, like time just goes. Sidebar, time goes by so fast.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
It doesn't feel like it when it's happening, but then all of a sudden you're like, well, holy crap! Like the end of May is coming.
And it's funny when you're younger, time seems to drag.
It does.
You know, you wait for that summer vacation, you wait for Christmas vacation.
But then the vacations go by fast. Though.
They go by fast, but the actual school year goes by slow.
So slow.
And then you become an adult and everything flies.
I know.
It's crazy.
My mom always told me that would happen, and you know what? She was right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Parents have a thing about being right.
sometimes.
Yeah, and that's why, and no kid ever listens to the parents.
No. Oh, and I'm also going to forewarn you. I don't know exactly every topic we have, but Scott and I are hungry. He's got Twizzlers next to him. I have Junior Mints next to me.
It's like going to the movies.
It is like going to the movies. We got a snack. We don't have any popcorn, but and I feel like we're always hungry, and we say that so I'm just going to just throw it out there right now. I'm hungry, so we'll see what happens.
You know what we should do is start, you know how a couple weeks ago, and nobody's done it, by the way, we asked you guys for things we should go try to do in Florida.
Yeah, like nobody has sent us any.
You guys could send us some
come on now.
suggestions of what we should do.
And we know there's people that listen, so you know, because we see numbers. So you guys need to send us, emails. Like, I know you're out there.
And another thing would be good snacks to have during the show. So we can review the snacks. If you have a snack company, you want to sponsor our show, we will take
Or
it
if
in
you have a
snacks.
snack idea, or you have snacks and you want us to try it on the show,
Or if you want to order a pizza during our
you want to send us a
recording,
pizza, that'd be awesome.
we're fine with that. We won't
we're
argue.
cool with
Michele
that.
just likes cheese. I like everything but
So-
anchovies.
Oh my God, we're already like
I'm
off
starving.
on a tangent.
Mondays are always very hectic for us all day, and because I think there's no big news that comes out over the weekend, so when Monday hits, we're off and running with news
Bam.
all day long, and then we also have our normal live stuff like if we go to the post office, we have to go here, we have to go there.
But I'm gonna blame this on you for a moment
Okay.
because so this morning one of the first things Scott says is, "Well, because of all the media stuff this week, I don't think Disney will have any news. And he was right for a little while. And then bang, 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 bang.
I was, 'cause I spent the first hour and a half looking for something to put out. And then after that, we've had like 7 or 8 articles, and I think I have 1 or 2 that I'm going to do after the show.
Yeah, it's just like we thought because of, with Muppets and Soarin' and the Bluey stuff, which actually, technically, a lot of that isn't until the 26th.
Correct. That's a week from today.
That's
when, or a week and a day from today.
That's when Cool Kids Summer officially takes off.
Yeah, the day after Memorial Day.
Right.
When it all starts, which, and you guys are going to find out everything we have going this week here in a little bit. We're going to talk about that after we go back. We have to go back 2 weeks for what we've done because we haven't been around.
Maybe you ought to get a snack and get comfortable.
Yeah, you might want to get a snack. So if you need to pause us for a minute, go get a snack and come back. It might be a good idea to do that right now. But
anyway, let's get to it.
Yeah. So the first thing I was going to mention, though, as we mentioned 2 weeks ago, Michelle's latest book, Daydream Believing, Confessions of a Grown-Up Princess, is available for pre-order. We're going to be closing that pre-order very soon. Mm-hmm. I planned to close it this week, and then we found out we have a media event this week, but we're still going to get the order in, and the books will be shipped to us. And then as soon as we return from the media event, Michele will get those all signed, and we will get those out to everybody right away. But thank you for those who have ordered. If you have not ordered, you can go to the mainstreetmouse.com, and you will see on the toolbar just an icon says order Michelle's latest book, and then it's also in the sidebar on the right hand side. You should see a picture of the book, and you can click on that, and that will take you to the order form, and you can order the book. You can order it for yourself, you can order it for somebody else, you can specify if you want it signed to a specific name, whatever you want. You can do all that during the order process.
Yes, and I would really appreciate that. It's not an official launch yet. These are pre-orders, and I have been. I'm always humbled and grateful to those of you who have supported me all of these years. And another book, wow! And this one is really geared towards Disney adults and how growing up a Disney kid and implementing the different stories in life. Yep. So I hope you enjoy it, and definitely check out that pre-order. And I can't wait for you guys to get it because I want to know what you think. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm curious about that too. Once everybody starts reading, because it's a good read, but it's also because it's short stories. It's kind of a quick read that you can just do a story here, story there. You don't have to like read chapter to chapter to get the whole gist of the book.
And you can always go back and read them too. Those kind of stories. Because sometimes we just need inspiration, or sometimes we just need to know that somebody else gets us,
right,
or understands. So it's not like reading a story that you know what happens necessarily. It's all short stories. But you guys will find that out once you order it. So please order.
So please order if you have it. If you have ordered it, they will be coming soon. Thank you guys so much. And eventually we'll be on Amazon, and we will let you guys know once that happens.
Thank you so much.
And actually, I will also have the order here link in the show notes of this podcast, so you'll be able to click on it from right there as well. If you're out driving, you hear this, and you want to order it later, you can just click the show notes, and you'll see it. We're going to go back a couple weeks. We're going to go back, way back.
Let's go.
To not this past Saturday, but the previous Saturday.
I don't remember that.
And that was, oh no, you remember, because that is when we attended the Give Kids the Word Gala.
Oh my gosh.
Give Kids the World Gala.
Gala.
At the Four Seasons, located at Walt Disney World Resort, in the Golden Oak section of Walt Disney World.
The fancy schmancy.
Fancy schmancy. They check your credit report when you drive through the security
gate. God, it's like
sure
Fort Knox. I mean, it is insane how they okay, I'm gonna be snarky.
And we've never been there. This was our first trip ever going past the.
And you know what? There's reason for that. And I've always said, I bet it's hard to get back there. And the reason that I never wanted to try is because I didn't want to be embarrassed and have them have to turn the car around. And be like, sorry, you can't come in. And we had reason to go. So when we pulled up to the gate, we had to show our ID, say we were going to the gala. And they are very particular. And then when the security opened the gate, she's like, go straight here, blah blah blah.
I think she said go straight for a mile.
Yeah.
To the 40.
So here's me not knowing any better. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're inside. We're inside the gate, and
They're never getting us out of here.
and no, I wanted to be nosy. I'm one of those who always like to see how the better half live.
Mhm.
Like I love to go driving by big houses and dream
Right.
and wonder what they do for a living because some of these houses are outrageous. But so we go driving.
They're podcast hosts.
Huh? Their podcast. Definitely not unless you're like Joe
Rogan.
Okay, so even the streets have gates. Like you can't that'd be like going in our neighborhood as an example, and I want to turn down one of the streets,
No.
but I can't because there's a gate. So then I'm going to go to the right side of the street. Oh, you can't. There's a gate. It's crazy.
It is crazy, and I wonder if you say you live down First Street. Does your little remote control work on any of the other streets, or is it just for your street is the only street you're allowed?
Like you
If
can't
you
even
live
go
there-
look at other
Right.
houses. I don't know. I just think it's a bit much. And then, so when we were driving, we did get to see the backs of some houses. So we didn't get to see the whole kit and caboodle, as they say. We didn't get to see the front if they had fountains. I know everything has a Disney
Mhm.
twist to it.
Yep.
But now I'm just gonna say it. $8 and $9 million homes, they didn't look big enough for that.
It depends on the inside what it looks like.
I mean, it better look good. I don't know because okay, follow me for a minute. Okay, I have a point. We're going down a road without a gate. Ready?
Oh boy, down that rabbit hole.
We are. Here it comes. Okay, so we have driven down certain areas here in Florida. Windermere, Dr. Phillips, and these houses are bigger than the ones in Golden Oak, but they cost less money.
Yes.
So make it make sense. So because I think it's like you said before, it's because of the amenities. It's the Club 33. It's the park. It's the.
And actually, I don't think they get Club 33.
Oh, I thought they did.
I think they get their Walt Disney World passes. I have heard that there is a restaurant on property that they can go to and get whatever they want to that doesn't even have to be on a menu and it will be cooked for them.
Okay, well, I would like that.
I've heard there's amazing discounts for them for merchandise and such. I don't know. I've heard the rumors about the Club 33, but I don't know if that's true.
Well, because we've never looked into living there.
I do occasionally get the emails from different real estate agents with listings. And I think it's funny because every time I see it, I just chuckle. At first, I'm like, why? They either want me to put this out. I'm not saying.
Why are you sending this to me?
Yeah, because I know I can't afford it.
No.
Just because we have a big following doesn't mean we have big money.
Yeah, I wish.
And I wish it did. Now, if everybody listening to this, actually, everybody listening to this would have to send us like $50. We could afford a house like that.
You know what, though? I don't. And I'm not just saying this from, a commoner standpoint or.
Oh, we're commoners.
We don't live how that half lives.
We eat grilled cheese and cereal for dinner a lot.
We do. It's pathetic. I don't know if I would want an $8 or $9 million house.
My fear. Now, I know when you have a house that big, you don't have a monthly payment. Most people who have a house that costs that much, they pay cash for the house.
You think so?
They're not getting a mortgage.
Well, I mean, why not?
Because it'd be better to pay it off and then keep your money in the bank where you're drawing interest on it.
I guess.
I mean, if you have that kind of money that you can just take $8 million out and pay cash for your house, or actually paying cash for a house, you get a better deal.
I guess, but I just can't imagine going to the real estate company and being like, you know what? I would like that house over there in Golden Oak. And here's a big wad of cash. Here's $9 million. But
I mean, I'm not saying they don't get a mortgage. I'm just saying I don't. I
so if
can't
Scott had $9 million, that's how he'd approach it.
If I had $9 million, I'd buy a $4.5 million house.
Right. We don't want to blow all our money in one place.
Right.
But anyway, so we need to get past the houses, or we just, it's so easy to talk about it when you don't have the means.
Right.
But yeah, because we don't have the means. But it was very interesting, and it was very weird how everything is on lockdown. Even when you get past security, it is nuts.
There's it's not another security guard, but it's another secure area.
There's more gates on gates and gates.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you go all the way to the back. And there's the Four Seasons. Now, I'm sure some of you have been back to the Four Seasons. We never had because we had no reason to go there.
It was funny because as we drove through, I'm like, how do they know that we don't have people sneaking in our trunk? It's like I started thinking about all
It's
that
like the
kind of
drive-in theater.
Like if you had like a big truck, a SUV, they had no idea how many people were in the car.
Well, why does that matter?
I don't know. I'm just curious how many people would try to sneak. It's like going to the movies.
Oh, yeah, I know. How many? Okay, so
sneak
have
people
you?
in.
Here you go. You could answer us this. Have you been?
Did you sneak in or did you go through and you were?
Have you been beyond the gates of Golden Oak? And how many people did you sneak in your car?
What's funny? So we finally get to where we're supposed to be, and we pass an employee, and they're like, "Oh, go over here. That's where you get your parking taken care of." And it was free parking.
Free
Which
valet.
I'm thankful for because who knows what it would have cost for valet
Who
that
knows?
night. But they come over and I felt like we were living differently because they came and they opened the doors. Hello, sir. How are you this
I
evening?
know they treated us different.
They did. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have any money, so I got a couple singles that maybe I'll tip you on the way out. But that's all I got.
I've had $2 in my wallet that I've been talking about.
$2.
I got my $2.
So we get out of the car and we went early because our friend who invited us actually invited us to come up early to go to his suite, and he had a couple other people coming up to the suite that just had like a little
Like wine tasting type
wine
of
hour.
thing.
Yeah, I guess before. We brought him some Michigan wine that we
I
had.
did, and I gave up one of my good ones. It was Leland All
We did.
Cellars.
We'll get more though.
I want it back.
We'll-
I'm kidding.
So we went up to the suite, and he was up pretty high. I mean, it wasn't really a low floor. We were pretty
Yeah, it
high
was
up
pretty
in the bed.
high. I mean, I didn't go poking around looking
No.
out the windows, but
I was a little shocked at the room, though. I
Wasn't
thought
that
it was
big.
big. I thought, because I had looked up what these rooms go for,
he did.
and knowing what they cost, I was a little shocked. Like, I thought there would be more to this room.
Yeah, it really wasn't that much. I mean, you know what though? Location.
So he had a room. I don't think he had a suite because everything except for the bathroom was kind of in one room. You know, the beds were in the room where
Was
the
there
living room area.
there was a bit of back bedroom back
There
there.
had to be
too.
something else in the back, but we were in the we
Like
were
the
kind of in
sitting
the little
area.
sitting area, and then there was two beds just to the
And
side of that, and
furniture.
furniture. So it was odd, and then there was a balcony out there to go out
Oh,
onto.
I didn't even think about that.
I mean, it was nice. I'm not saying it was nice. Wasn't nice at all. It was.
No,
actually
we're
a
not
very nice
poo-pooing
room.
it. It's
No,
not
no,
like,
no.
you know, somebody gave it to us, we'd be like, no thanks.
No, it's just you
no,
start
no,
to
no.
wonder what do you get for what they
Because we've
charge.
never been.
Exactly.
So, of
exactly.
course, we have curiosity.
Mhm.
So we were in there a little bit. Then we went up to the top where there's a lounge.
Which was really nice.
Yeah, really nice. And then we would all went out on the balcony there, and you could see it was like over the pool, and then you could see more of the houses at Golden Oak,
Good.
just roofs, really.
Good. But you could see in the Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom, you could see Bay Lake, you could see the Contemporary easily. I can't imagine
It
what it'd
was
be like for fireworks.
high.
From there to go.
That balcony felt high.
It did.
I've been at the top of like all the resorts over there. This one was higher because
Right.
when I looked down, I felt like a woo.
And I always thought the Swan and Dolphin was high because when we go over there and we have
Yes.
the for the food and wine over
Yeah.
there, they usually have us in the top room over there, their big conference space area
This
up there,
was
and that's where they
higher.
take it. This was higher.
It was so high that when I was taking pictures, I had to back up a little bit because my equilibrium felt weird.
Oh.
And I felt a little bit like sometimes like on a roller coaster or
Mhm.
whatever. Every once in a while, like because I'm not great with heights. I don't love them.
Well, and right now you have all the neurological stuff going on. which
Right.
That could throw it off, I think, because you have had to take motion sickness and stuff just
Just to
normal.
function.
Yeah. So it could have something to do with that as well.
Yeah. So I backed up. But anyway, so when we went back in and before we knew it, it was time to go down to the ballroom. And the ballroom reminded me of going to a prom.
I was shocked how small it was.
Yeah. It wasn't that big.
The contemporary ballrooms are so much bigger.
So much bigger.
Yeah, I mean, it was beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It was a fantastic area,
Sure.
but I thought it was going to be a lot larger than it was.
I don't know. You know what it is? Maybe we just had preconceived notions of what we thought the Four Seasons was all about.
Probably.
I
I wonder if
because
they had a gift shop.
I didn't see
I
one.
didn't see one either.
But anyway, so it was nice to be invited. It's a nice event. It was Give Kids the World 40th
Mhm.
anniversary. So we were happy to be
Yeah.
to be invited, and it was very interesting. And now we can say we've been
We can say we've been.
behind the gates of Golden Oak, and we've been to the Four Seasons.
Ah, no,
I
we'll
don't-
probably never get back
That
in.
means
but
nothing really because we couldn't see anything.
Yeah, they probably got something to keep
but we
us
tried.
back.
We
But,
tried.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you so much for allowing us to attend. Our friend who
Yeah.
invited us out. We had a great time. Got to meet some great people. And we'll see what happens from here.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Definitely. So then Sunday was Mother's Day. The next
yeah,
day.
that's right.
And our day started. We went to the Cracker Barrel with our friend Jackie. Where it was,
the Cracker Barrel.
it was a throwdown at the Cracker Barrel.
There was a fight at the Cracker Barrel.
So we got there, and there was a line outside, as I suspected there would because it was Mother's Day.
Of course.
So Michele checked us in. They said it was only going to be like half an hour, 20 minutes. So it's not bad. Not what we thought it would be. But like, okay, I'm going to run in and go to the bathroom real quick. I'll come back and meet them on the patio because it was a really nice day outside. So I'm coming out of the bathroom, and all of a sudden I hear this like brouhaha going on in the store area. Like people are running, people are screaming, things are going everywhere. And I look up, and all of a sudden all I see is this one guy throw a punch and this other guy flat on the floor.
Yeah, and I saw it from guy who did the punching and his wife running out to the car.
Yeah.
And then all these employees came out trying to
Get his license.
get his
plate,
license. I
think.
mean, because they were like, "Don't approach him, don't stop him, or
Right,
try."
Right.
I probably would have been like, "Dude, what are you doing?" I would have been following him.
Dude, what are you doing?
Like, no, I would have been like, "Are you out of your mind?" But then he gets in the car and he pulls out really slowly, so that everybody standing on the patio has their phones out. And they get his license plate. So obviously this man did not get far. But then we go inside, and the guy who got punched is sitting in the corner of the restaurant, and the sheriff show up. So this is an exciting day at the Cracker Barrel.
I'd never been to the Cracker Barrel with a fight.
No, and the craziest part is these guys are probably, I would say around 60.
I was thinking late 50s, early 60s for both
Old
of them.
enough to know better to not throw down at Cracker Barrel.
Exactly.
And it was just dumb. I mean, breakfast ended up being good, but you know me, I love all the crime stuff.
Well, and our waitress was kind of talking to you about it all. She was like, "Yeah, I ran out there to get the picture
I'm
of the
like, yeah,
place."
I saw everything. I saw the guy. Like, I totally wanted to be involved.
Well, and she even says, she goes, "Oh yeah, they're going to catch him."
Yeah, because the sheriffs were there. They gave his license plate number.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna find him.
But the way she talked made me think like this has happened before. Because she's like, "Oh yeah, they'll catch him easily." I'm like, how many times does this happen at Cracker Barrel? And why am I not in here more often?
Right?
This?
Nothing exciting ever happens. I mean, I get excited when they remember my blackberry jam.
I know. I get a refill and we get
Get a
blackberry jam.
refill,
That's a
get an
great
extra
thing.
biscuit. But yeah, throw down at the Cracker Barrel.
It was like ding, 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 and
I know. I wish I could have saw the punch.
it was. I was shocked at first, but people were running around there. You would have thought somebody yelled fire in a crowded theater. The way that people were like running all around that store.
Well, yeah.
And if you've ever been at Cracker Barrel, there's not ample room between the displays of merchandise.
It's not very roomy.
It's not. It's like going to Hot Topic. There's not a lot of room to get around, and people were like weaving in and out of all these aisles and these displays and stuff like that. And I'm shocked nothing fell.
Yeah, and they have some great displays, by the way.
Mm-hmm. They had a lot of good stuff going on right now. There's springtime and things.
Yeah, so happy Mother's Day, Brawl at the Cracker Barrel. It's awesome.
So breakfast was great. Then we went home. Jackie had to go home, be with her kids, and then we ended up going to a dinner prepared by Andrew, and then Aiden prepared dessert.
My children cooked dinner and dessert for me, and it was actually good.
It was, and it wasn't like chicken fingers in the oven. Yeah, it was actually cooking.
So Andrew made an Alfredo pasta with chicken from like scratch Alfredo.
Fresh, not jar sauce.
Not jar. And we have this running joke in my family. My dad's side always, you never use jar. My grandma always said that was sacrilege. And they always try to outsauce each other.
Yes, they do.
Like, who's going to, and everything is from scratch. And my dad's sister, my Aunt Linda, she makes it me an Alfredo, but she makes it with the all the cream.
Oh, yeah. It's like heavy, extra heavy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And that's what Andrews reminded me of. Like Aunt Linda would have been proud.
She would have been proud. But you know what? It was heavy, but it wasn't as heavy as I've had at Linda's. If that makes sense.
Oh my God, I felt like I ate a brick. It was so heavy. I had to stop eating, but
Well, you
it
don't
was
eat that.
delicious.
Yeah, you don't eat that much heavy stuff anymore, really.
No, but oh my
That's
God,
why.
was it good? And then we all went for a walk after
We
dinner.
had to.
We had to. Oh my gosh, we went for a walk, and then we came back and had cake. And Andrew bought me a really nice necklace that made me cry, and Aiden got me body spray and bubble bath, and they really did good this year.
Ava got you a bracelet.
Ava got me a bracelet. I'm wearing it right now. It has a little Frenchie on it. But yeah, the kids did really good, and they had a really nice Mother's Day.
Yep, it was good.
And I'm
So
hungry. I want some Alfredo.
I know we're hungry for anything right now. I'll even take jar Alfredo right now. I'm just
I'll take a biscuit. At the Cracker Barrel.
So Monday, Tuesday, we spent catching up on stuff, things like that. And that's Monday why we didn't get to record. We were so busy from just having such a busy weekend.
Yeah, we were very behind on everything.
Yes. So Wednesday came about, and we had an interview opportunity that our friend Doug Jones and his agent Derek Mackey, who we've gotten to know really well through the House of Mouse Expo, they wanted us to do an interview because Doug has a new documentary coming out that Derek is producing
Putting together, yeah.
called Get Me, Doug Jones, which I'm kind of excited to see it now after talking with both of them.
Yeah, it's about, you're basically, Doug is getting recognition for all of the work that he's done. And a lot of people don't even realize how much they have seen Doug in. And it's got interviews and segments from people he's worked with. They made an announcement exclusively oh my gosh.
Exclusively with our
Thank you.
Our recording.
That Bette Midler
Yes.
contributed because Doug Jones is Billy Butcherson,
Mhm.
for those that don't know, in Hocus Pocus. So it was, and you know, the thing is, so we've known Doug, 5 years now?
5 years, almost 6
And
years.
we've met a lot of celebrities in our time.
Mm-hmm.
And Doug is probably one of the nicest, if not the nicest.
And absolutely the most humble.
Humble. Like, you tell him he's so wonderful, and he gets red-faced, and he's like...
He's like, no, I'm not. No.
Oh, no. I mean, and the thing is, it's genuine.
Yes.
You can tell that he's not trying to be humble. He just is.
He is.
And he's just a really good guy. So go, if you can watch our interview,
Right.
or you can listen to our interview from the podcast if you haven't yet, because it's on our YouTube also. But then you can go to Get Me Doug Jones on social media to see what it's all about.
And today, actually, their Kickstarter started because they raised the money to do a lot of the principal photography and video, but now they are raising money to get this because they want to get it at the different movie festivals around the world to premiere and hopefully get Doug some recognition that he well deserves.
He really does. He really does.
He does. So then Thursday, Michele had a Fox 35 recording for her Memorial Day segment, which will be airing on Monday.
Oh, that's right, I did.
So she had to record that. And what had happened, so we got done recording with Doug and Derek early in the day. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it won't take me long to edit it. Well, about 45 minutes later, our cable went out kaput.
Yeah, we lost our cable and internet last week.
So normally when that happens, it's out for 10, 15 minutes, usually comes back up. So after an hour, I'm like, okay, it's not coming right back up. And it had just stopped raining, but kind of went out after the rain stopped. So I unplugged everything, reset it all, still didn't work. Got on the phone with the cable company. They're like, oh, we have to send out a technician. I'm like, why? What happened? Why do you have to send out a technician? So they'll be out there tomorrow at 10. I'm like, so you're telling me I'm going to have no cable until tomorrow morning is what you're saying. The internet. I said, this is affecting my work. I kind of was not jerky, but hey, I need to fix this.
Not jerky, just insistent.
And then that night, you got a text message saying, your cable service has been restored. And it's like, no, it hasn't.
No, it hasn't. That's a lie.
So the next morning, 9 o'clock, we had the technician here. Something had happened. Our area, when they built it, it got built up quicker than they anticipated. So they're changing everybody over from coaxial to fiber. So now we have great internet. It seems to be running really well.
But it's a little slow today, actually.
It's a little slow today, but we still went about 20 hours without internet or cable. And when you do what we do for a living,
it is terrible.
It is horrible. And I mean, I remember times when I worked for another company and we'd be without internet or power at work. I'd be like, this is the greatest thing ever. But now when that's our job, and it's like just thinking in my head, okay, we're getting further behind because we can't do any work. It was painful.
It was painful.
It was. But finally, it did come back up. Then you were supposed to do your recording with Fox earlier on Thursday, but you had to push it
text
back.
them and be like, hey, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have internet.
It's so vital to have the internet for the signal of the video to go through for you.
So I ended up moving it a couple hours. Did a segment, and my segment is about the Cool Kids Summer that we just said we're starting up. At Walt Disney World, and it was a pretty long segment. I never know if it's going to be short or long. They don't warn me, so sometimes I'm pulling stuff out of the air, and then other times I'm over prepared and be like, "Hey, we didn't cover this, and this." But it all turned out okay, and I will be recording that on Monday.
Yes, so we'll set up to record that. Is it going to be on the 407?
It'll be on the 407.
Okay, so at
on
4
Fox
o'clock,
35 Orlando.
Fox 35. Or if you have the Fox local app, you can actually watch the Orlando feed if you want to at 4 o'clock on Monday and see it.
And see me.
You can see you. On Saturday, we ran over to Universal for a while. We had to get out of the house.
Yeah, we needed a break.
Been a lot of work this week. A lot of news came out in the last week, and the week before, and this week. So we wanted to get out of here. So we went over to Universal. Not many plans. We just ended up just really walking around Universal.
We just looped. We didn't go on anything.
No, we didn't. We looped. Got donuts on the way out to Voodoo, and came home. That's really all we did on Saturday. But it was hot.
It was. But it's weird. The weather right now is hot in the daytime, but in the evening it's still really nice. Yeah. So it hasn't gotten to like total swamp weather yet, thank God.
Correct. So Sunday we had plans. We were going to meet our friend, same friend who took us to the gala with him. That he told us, he goes, "Hey, come on up to Rainforest for brunch on Sunday at Animal Kingdom," which we had never done before. We had never had breakfast there.
No, and I didn't honestly. I mean, don't take my Disney card, but I didn't even know they had breakfast there.
I know I've heard about it, but it is one of those things like you don't think about it.
No, I never think, hey, let's go to Rainforest at Animal Kingdom for breakfast. Never.
No, because if I'm going to Animal Kingdom for breakfast, I'm usually thinking, okay, let's go to Tusker House. Because that's one of our favorite breakfast spots.
Or if I'm going to go local, I'm going to the Cracker Barrel, see what's going on.
Yeah, I want to see if there's a fight. But so we went to breakfast at Rainforest Cafe, and I have to say, that was probably one of the best breakfasts I've had in a long time here.
It was very, very good. I was shocked. I mean, and it really wasn't any more expensive than going to Cracker Barrel or anything else. It was like, I had the skillet. It was like $15, and it was like scrambled eggs, potato, cheese, a side of toast, fruit on the side.
No meat because you don't eat meat.
I don't eat that stuff. But it was very, very good. So, and it wasn't crowded. So, obviously, there's a lot of people that don't realize that.
Right. It starts at 8:30 every day, I guess, for breakfast there, breakfast brunch. I had it was just like an omelet, build your own omelet thing. But it was, I mean, I was full when we left there. Now, if we would have got breakfast, say, inside Animal Kingdom at any of the little, like, waffle, and it would have probably cost as much, not been as good.
Right.
This was actually really good, and I would. If you're planning on going to Animal Kingdom early, which I know a lot of people, when you go to Animal Kingdom, it's usually an early day because you want to get there early while the animals
and they're not open late.
I would highly suggest, if you're going to have breakfast somewhere, maybe try Rainforest and you can sit in the bar area.
Yeah,
you guys just walk up to the bar.
It is,
or the booths around that area. You don't need a reservation, so you could actually do that.
And it was not crowded.
Not at all.
See, now I'm really hungry. I would like to go back and do that again. That was a good choice.
And there was other options on there that we want to try, but they do have Tonga toast there.
They do have Tonga toast there,
which is a huge thing because I know a lot of people think, oh, you can only get that at the Poly, but no, you can get that at the Rainforest at Animal Kingdom, not Disney Springs. Disney Springs one does not open until 11, I think it is. So this is the Rainforest Cafe at Animal Kingdom.
The more you know.
The more you know. So, yeah, we'll definitely be going back there. So after breakfast, we had to walk off some of that food we ate, so we decided to walk around Animal Kingdom, which was really busy.
It was really busy.
It was. But as we were walking around, we decided we had to try something that Michele had seen on the intranets, the cookie dough brownie ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah, that's the right name.
Cookie dough brownie ice cream sandwich.
Yes.
And it's like a big rectangular thing. And so I had seen it in the past couple weeks, people talking about it.
And it's right across from the Starbucks location.
Right.
Right before the little pathway that will take you to the Tree of Life.
Yes. And there was actually a long line for it. And they have a separate like cashier type of thing just for the ice cream sandwiches because it has turned into this viral sensation.
Yeah, because they're pre-made.
They are.
Yep.
And so I have become that person that if everybody else wants something, I'm like, I'm not interested. I don't like to do what everybody else is doing.
Right.
But I saw that sandwich.
Right.
And you're like, no, we don't have to do it. I'm like, oh, no, we're doing it. So we get
The line was long.
The line was long. I'm like, oh, no, we're here. We don't ever go to Animal Kingdom. Let's try it. So we got the sandwich. And we pulled over and we recorded it.
Yes.
And you wanted to record me trying it for an honest point.
Right. I wanted you to take your first bite on camera to tell us if it really, because you could tell you are not good at hiding. Like you could, if it stunk, you would have been like, you might like it. You would not have, but your face was genuinely, wow, this is actually pretty good.
But do you remember that time a couple years ago, I videotaped myself drinking the pickle milkshake?
Yes.
And I tried so hard to not make a face, and it didn't work.
You couldn't do it.
And people commented all over that video. They're like, "Nice try, Michele."
You're honest.
Like I'm like, it's all right.
If you like pickle juice.
If you like that sort of thing. But because, all right, I'm going to be snarky. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Bring it.
I cannot stand, all right? I cannot stand when people jump on bandwagons online.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you get people, and we were just talking about this with our friend Greg the other day, about how people are like, oh my God, it's the most wonderful thing ever. I am,
My life is complete.
My life is life-changing, like, oh my God, shut up. So, and everybody says that, like life-changing, or what's another word that they use? It drives me freaking crazy. I don't know. But anyway, so I didn't want to be that person. So I'm just going to tell you. I'll take a bite. I'm not going to overact for social media. I'm just going to tell you.
And you actually kind of said that before you took the bite.
Oh, stunning. I hate it. Everybody uses stunning. It's just stunning. Shut up.
It's an ice cream sandwich, people.
Yeah, shut up. I don't like influencer culture. I'm sorry.
I've never heard that before.
I don't.
I bet you anybody listening to that has never heard you say those
ridiculous. So anyway, I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm not going to do that. So he hits the record button, and you can see this. You're for yourself. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's good. Because I like cookie dough, I like brownies, and I like ice cream.
And I think it had little sprinkles in it, too.
It was chocolate chips.
Oh, no, I thought there was little colored sprinkles in it.
There might have been, but there's chocolate chips
There's a lot of good chocolate chips.
There was some things happening, okay?
And it's a good size ice cream
It's
sandwich.
shareable.
It is shareable.
It is like I'm not going to cry and hold the sandwich for free.
It was
so good.
That last bite was horrible.
Oh my God. No, I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to tell you that it was a darn good ice cream sandwich.
It really was.
And worth it to stand in line. It didn't take that long.
No, because like Michele said, there's a separate register for this. They have like an ice cream cooler behind them, to where if you buy it there, the lady just turns around and hands you the ice cream sandwich, and you go about your day. I mean, it's pretty quick.
And I think because most of our listeners are in our age group, millennial, Gen X.
Mm-hmm.
We're over that crap. Just tell us if it's a good sandwich. And be
That's
honest.
all I care about, yeah.
Be honest.
Yeah.
Like, don't overact.
Right.
I'm not going to go twirl in front of the tree and take a bite of the sandwich in my mouse ears. I'm just going to tell you if
like
it's
10
good.
of them because it'd be melted by the time you finish spinning it around because it's been so hot out lately.
Yeah, but anyway, it's good.
It is good.
I highly recommend.
And I'm not a huge fan of brownie, but it wasn't a ton of brownie. It was like a thin layer of brownie, the ice cream, then the cookie dough top, I guess you could call it, but just the combination. So it's like a brookie with ice cream.
It's delish.
It is. It's very good. So definitely one of those things you want to get. I think it was just around $8, give or take.
$8, and if you're sharing, we always share stuff. So.
And I think we ended up throwing away the last bite or two.
Because it was
bites.
so sweet, we couldn't finish it.
Yeah, and we were still kind of probably full from breakfast.
From that delicious breakfast over at Rainforest.
Yeah, but definitely something to try if you're around there. So like I said, it's across from the Starbucks area before you get to Harambe, before you cross over to where the
watch for the line.
And all that. Yeah. Yeah, find the line. That's where it'll be. And there was also a carrot cake sundae, which I've
heard that's good too. So
I'm intrigued. So we may have to go back
you
to
love
Animal
carrot
Kingdom.
cakes,
I do love. Well, I used to love it. I'm okay with it now, but I think we may have to go to Animal Kingdom. Which, speaking of which, that leads us into our next topic. That we have a huge media event starting tomorrow.
Oh, we do.
So tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, until Friday afternoon, we are going to be on Walt Disney World property, staying at Port Orleans. Disney is putting up media sites.
We are at Port Orleans, Riverside.
Riverside, to cover everything that they have going on this week, which is a lot.
It's a lot. Now, when he printed out my itinerary, I felt at first I felt okay, and then when I read the fine print, I'm like, it's
like
going to be a
5
lot
pages
of
of
work.
stuff,
It's going to be
yeah.
a lot of work.
It is. So we're going to do everything we can to try to get the coverage out as fast as we can. But we're going to see the Muppets.
Yeah, ride the new Muppets coaster.
We're going to see the new Soarin' eventually.
Yes.
We're going to see something with Bluey, not
Something
the full
with
show.
Bluey. Now, they didn't tell us what we get to see. From the itinerary, it doesn't look like we are going back to where the actual stuff is going to be. But I don't know. I guess I'll find out when we get there.
Yeah, they've told us before we're not going to do something, and then when we got there, it's like, surprise, you guys are doing this. We have that. We have, like I said, Soarin', the new version of Soarin'. We're going to see that again. They've also encouraged us to go on Buzz Lightyear again. They've encouraged us to...
The new Smuggler's Run with Baby
Smuggler's
Yoda.
Run, yes, which is huge. So it's going to be a busy few days going back and forth. Plus, just all the different things that go with that content gathering locations, talking to Imagineers and different PR people at Disney to promote all these things. So stay tuned and stay glued to our social media.
Please watch our socials. I know that you're going to be able to watch any socials of different people that you want, but the Main Street Mouse on social media is where you want to be.
Yes. So be there.
I work hard at these events and I overshare. Check my stories, Facebook, Instagram. Scott will be working on actual written content. We got to tag team everything.
Mm-hmm.
So check our site, check our Facebook, our Instagram,
I'll have my computer in the park with me.
Formerly Twitter. I'll try to throw a couple of things up on the TikTok. All of it. Just please watch all of it.
Yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned. And we're also, for those of you who have never stayed at Riverside, we're going to be doing a review of it.
Yes.
So we're going to get lots of footage of the whole resort there for you guys to see as well.
Yeah, and we haven't done a resort review in a while, so this will be a good thing. So as soon as we get there tomorrow until Friday, it's going to be coverage. So stay tuned.
And Friday, our whole little media thing here ends when we go to see the Mandalorian and Grogu.
We do.
So we'll be seeing that.
Tired just thinking about it.
Yep, and we'll be doing, Michele will do one of her reviews of Mando and Grogu after we see it.
Yep.
One of her honest reviews for you guys to know what's coming from that.
I'll give you an honest review of everything.
She will. So I'm going to run through the news, and it's the news from 2 weeks now. There is an absolute ton of it. So if there's anything in the news you want to talk about, stop me. Michele, that is not you listening. But any one of these news stories will be hyperlinked in the show notes.
That's a lot.
So you can go back and read. There is a absolute ton. It's been a lot. I realized it when I was writing all this out today, how much we've actually done in the last week. So we're not going to really have a discussion this week. We're going to just talk a little bit about House of Mouse after all this, and then we'll probably close out the show after that.
Because there's a lot to go through.
There's a lot, and you guys are going to get sick of us over the next few days, so I didn't want to give you even more.
I mean, if you're not already sick of us.
Yeah. Hopefully you're still listening. Right?
Hopefully.
Yeah, right now. But let's get started here. So the first thing that came out after our show was the annual pass holder preview for Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets. That information came out.
Yes.
So you can go read about that if you didn't know about it. The Mandalorian and Grogu remix streaming, which was the music from the movie that came out, and you can listen to all that online now. Papa John's and Toy Story 5 did a pizza collaboration.
Okay.
They announced that they're going to be working together for Toy Story 5. Disney Lorcana Wilds Unknown launched at the World of Disney on May 8th. So now you can get that newest, which is the 12th set of Lorcana.
Oh, wow.
Now that's out, so you can get those at Disney Springs. And I have my set, and they're actually really good cards. They introduced Pixar into this, which kind of goes great with all the Toy Story stuff going on right now.
So much Toy Story.
So much. Big news that came out that we were a little shocked about. D23 announced that they're going to Asia, Singapore, for 2027. Now, we're not sure if this means Destination D23 is going to Singapore, because D23, which is normally in Anaheim, is every other year, and it's this year, so that would be in 28. So we're unsure exactly what this is, but as we get more information about this, we'll be sure to pass it along.
They didn't really get specific.
No, they just said, hey, we're making this big announcement. And like, oh, okay. Disney beats expectations on streaming, and U.S. parks drive strong Q2 results, so Disney's doing really well, which... if you go to the parks, you can tell that they're doing really well.
Yes.
Josh D'Amaro shared his vision during the earnings call about what he wants to see happen over the next time or next year and plus with
Mhm.
Disney. He's got a lot of good things he wants to focus on, and I think it's going to be good for everything. Peppa Pig Theme Park Florida announces new summer travel adventure event that's going to be happening out at Legoland. So if your kids or you are a Peppa Pig fan, you're going to want to check that out. Hocus Pocus 3 has been greenlit with all 3 Sanderson sisters returning. Supposedly. So we don't know. Michelle kind of brought this up with Doug Jones the other day, but of course Doug can't speculate on anything.
He
currently.
grinned at me.
He grinned, but he can't say
He
yes or
can't
no.
say.
I'm sure he'd be all for it.
I'm sure Billy Butcherson will be back. I mean,
He
he's
has
got
to
to be.
He's the
gotta
fan
be.
favorite. Disney reveals trailer and premiere date for Dragon Striker, which is a new show coming to Disney Plus. Where am I at? Best food and snacks to try at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So this went through some of them, and we just told you guys about the best one at Disney's.
Yeah, you don't even need to read it.
The rest of the snacks don't matter. Just go get the chocolate chip brownie ice cream cookie dough sandwich thingy. That's good.
It's life changing.
It's life changing. You won't be able to function without it. Disneyland testing electric Autopia ride vehicles for their Tomorrowland overhaul at Disneyland. So eventually they're going to, which I know that's one of the loudest things on earth is hearing the cars for the Tomorrowland Speedway. But they're going to electric engines with them. So they are testing those out currently. I know this was something they said they were going to do a few years back. So finally it looks like it's starting to move forward. Universal Orlando Resort announced major new experiences and dining, including park changes. So some things like the Monsters horror makeup show is getting a revamp. Joey Fatone's Fat Ones is coming to City Walk, replacing the All-Star hot dog spot they have over there for a restaurant.
Yep.
There's also another restaurant that's closing inside of Islands of Adventure.
Yeah.
Closing. And there was one other thing, and I can't remember right now, but there was 4 things in that blog. So if you want to go back and read that and see all 4 things and approximate time when they're going to be coming, it was actually pretty interesting to read. Level 99 announced that they are hiring for the Disney Springs location, which means we're getting closer and closer to that opening, which I can't wait to see what that's going to be
I'm
like.
very curious to see what it looks like. That's going to be sometime this summer.
Yes, and that's going into the old NBA experience, which
was Disney Quest.
Disney Quest at one time, so maybe they should have just kept Disney Quest and updated
I'm thinking so.
Yeah, just my opinion. Disney on Ice spotlights Magic, brings new characters and villains to the ice. So this is a whole new Disney on Ice show that's coming. I know there's a big Tangled scene with lanterns and everything, so I know you'd be all over that one.
I would be.
Everything new coming to Disney Springs this summer, which was a lot of stuff. See, I'm going to let you guys read about that because we're trying to get through this major list. But yeah, there's a lot of new stuff coming to Disney Springs this summer, so check that out. Walt Disney World invested $1.3 million in Central Florida schools for the Cool Kids Summer, so they're giving back to the schools and the kids out there. Daniel Fishel wanted to be Danhausen's WWE Backlash tag team partner, and that came out because she was on Boy Meets World and such. We had put that out, and actually it did really well for us.
Did it?
That article did really well, but that wasn't his partner. It was a
Topanga.
mini Danhausen that became his partner during that match. Where am I at here? Rapunzel visits Sophia in the official trailer for the new series Sophia and the First Royal Magic. So that's the new Sophia the First that's going to be coming out on Disney Plus and Disney Channel, I believe it is. And Rapunzel was in the
Rapunzel's like part of that. So
she's
cool.
everywhere now.
Well, she should be.
This was big news. Landmark Oasis documentary is coming to Disney Plus this year that they filmed based on that last tour they just did.
You know, we were talking about fights at the Cracker Barrel.
There's fights at the concert.
You know what? The Oasis brothers, the Gallagher brothers, like to fight too. I'm just saying, you never know what can happen.
And actually, it says it's going to be in theaters and Disney Plus. So
okay.
See either one. But I think
if they fight, they'll cut it out.
I want to see the fight though. That's the best part. Time to Shine released from Sophia the First Royal Magic ahead of the Disney premiere. So this was one of the songs from the new Sophia the First that did drop. Lego Festival returns to Legoland's Florida, bigger, bolder, and built for summer fun. So this is the Lego Fest that they do out at Legoland. New Disney Americana collection dropped, and that was the Old Navy, wasn't it? Or was that Disney's?
No, Disney and Old Navy have.
Okay, yeah, and we have another one about Old Navy, some even more details coming up down. Jeff Foley announced he's retiring after 36 years at Walt Disney World. Or at Disney, I should say.
I love Jeff Foley. I've met him and his wife. And he is like one of those people that you can tell smiles all the time.
He does.
And it's a genuine smile.
He just looks happy.
He is just a walk in sunshine. And I've always had good experiences with Jeff, and you could tell he really loved his job. So I'm sure it wasn't an easy decision for him to decide to retire. But I remember talking to him at it's the opening of Guardians of the Galaxy, and he was talking about like I don't know if it was earlier that day or if he was going, but he was talking about his grandkids. And I had to come and do this, but then I'm going back to spend time with the grandkids. So I mean, and I'm not saying I know him personally. He didn't call me and tell me.
Right.
But you can tell that, that he also is a family man.
Yes.
So that could have I don't know. People have to retire at some time, but I think he's going to be missed because he just was a genuinely nice person.
He was, and I've never heard a bad story about him.
No.
You sometimes hear these little stories that come out about people, and it's like, kind of made.
Or they'd be like, oh, they're so nice, and people would be like, well, if you knew this or
if
that.
you knew
I've never
this.
heard like a villain story about him.
Never about him. Bob Chapek, yes, but never about Jeff.
Never about him.
And ironically, today they actually announced his predecessor.
Right, and I don't know these people.
I don't know them either, so it's going to be interesting to see. I'm wondering if we will meet them, though, this coming week. And I did see that they're supposed to take their positions beginning end of July.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we have Jeff a little bit longer.
Yes, because he wanted to get through most of the Cool Kids summer, he had said in his original release. So congratulations, Jeff, on your retirement. You will be missed.
Absolutely.
For sure. The final, we did put out a blog that actually goes through and gives you guys a little 2 to 3 sentence thing about every guest coming to the House Mouse Expo this year.
Oh, we did. That's right.
So make sure you go check that out because if you're not familiar with all of our guests, this will give you a quick rundown of everybody and can alert you to what they've done or what.
And then you'll be like, oh yeah, I know that.
And you probably will know quite a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
The final season of Excess is the Bears, premiering June 25th on FX, Hulu, and Disney Plus. And I heard this is a really big series. I've never watched an episode.
Never watched it, but I heard it's good.
I've heard it's good. Disney Girls, this one's for you. Confessions of a Grown-Up Princess. So this was when you wrote like a little blog about your book.
It's about my book that we talked about earlier.
And that's all. It's all she's going to say about that.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
D23 shared an exclusive first look at Disney on Ice presents Spotlight Magic. So this showed some of the concept art for what's going to come with that Disney on Ice show, which looks really good. Savannah Bananas, Jackson Olsen will be joining Dancing with the Stars season 35. Now, if you've watched any video with the Savannah Bananas dancing and having fun, he's always involved.
You know what? These guys have the best time. So it makes 100% sense that they pull one of these guys to do Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. And I know when the news broke, people were excited about it because the Savannah Bananas are a big deal.
Oh, everybody's going to want him to win.
Is he the top banana?
I would say he's got to be the top banana. The only person that could probably beat him top would be the guy in the stilts.
What?
The guy in the stilts is the tallest guy, so he's the top guy.
Oh, okay.
Savannah Bananas. You missed my joke. Anyway, Disney Plus becomes the exclusive home of the Bananas Bowl.
Oh, speaking of bananas.
Yeah, so I guess this is their World Series. It's like it's like a tournament type thing. So it's going to be shown on Disney Plus this year in October. So you're going to want to check that out. The first little drops of the flavors of food by the Swedish chef coming to Disney's Hollywood studio dropped.
Mm-hmm.
They had only given us one picture, which was the drumstick churro.
It was churros. Yeah.
But there was also a lot of stuff, and we got another blog about that down a little bit further. Bluey's Wild World opens May 26th at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So we were just talking to you guys about that.
It's going to be hysteria over there.
It's going to be hysteria, and I think this is the blog that talked a little bit about it, but you're going to have a virtual queue to get back there. So you're going to take the train that you used to take to go back to the conservation station, and you're going to have to take the Wildlife Express back there. But now you're going to have a virtual queue to get on the train to go back there. So it's going to change up, and I think we're trying to. We put actually another blog yesterday because we want to make sure we mention it because we don't want people to go there and be disappointed because they don't get the virtual queue.
Or give the cast members crap because they can't just get on the train.
Yes.
Well, and I don't care because we said this yesterday, and I don't care. There will be people that harass the cast members. Like, sure. I didn't know about this, and that's why when we were at Animal Kingdom, I said, why don't we put out another blog about just a reminder that you need the virtual queue. You can't just walk up and be like, well, my kid wants to see Bluey. Well, too bad.
Yeah,
you have to have it.
And we put that blog out last night, but just really quick, I'll tell you guys. So the first queue opens at 7 a.m. in the morning. To get into that queue, you don't have to be in the park because the park's not open yet, but you do have to have a reservation to the park and a valid ticket in your MDE. At 10 o'clock, the queue will open again. That one, you have to be in the park to get
Yeah.
that virtual queue. So this goes back to just how they did it with Rise of the Resistance, how they did it. I think Guardians did the same thing,
yeah.
and Tiana's did the same thing. So many of these rides and things like that, when they know there's going to be a huge crowd that wants to go see it, and Bluey is going to attract that crowd without a shadow of a doubt. Make sure you get your virtual queue. Don't go there and be mad at the
Don't
cast
be
members.
mad
It's
at
not
anybody.
their fault.
I mean, I know people are going to be unhappy. I've seen comments online. People are already unhappy that they're doing this, but
I
you know,
get
it's
why.
crowd control.
Yeah.
Because people are going to be like, well, my kid needs to see Bluey, or there's adults that want to see Bluey,
Mhm.
and yeah, just try to get that virtual queue.
Yeah, try to make it easy. And Animal Kingdom is going to be the busiest, I think, since Pandora opened over the next in about a week and a half here. It's going to be the busiest it's been since Pandora opened, which was what 2017.
And you know what? And they need it because with the construction and everything, there's not a lot happening over there.
This is going to pack that park again.
Yep.
So patience with the cast members. They're going to be dealing with a whole lot over there.
And you know what? And if you don't get the virtual queue, you don't have to stick around. I mean, if that's why you're going there, like if we went there, we didn't get the 7 a.m. from home, and then we didn't get the 10, I'd be out of there. Like,
Unless we're going to stop at the Rainforest and
unless we're going to Rainforest to get ourselves some
breakfast, and
cheese and
then
egg.
we'll be out of there. But then another blog came out about where the different Bluey merchandise will be available in Animal Kingdom. So you're going to want to check that out because the kids are going to want that. There's going to be Bluey magic shots for Disney PhotoPass. So we got a couple examples of that in that blog. And then the next blog was Behind the Bite, how Disney chefs bring Star Wars storytelling to life at Galaxy's Edge. So how they put their little twist on the food to make it kind of feel like it's from Star Wars, the universe.
I don't like the food back
I know you don't, but they told how they did all that and brought it all together. The new locations were revealed for Soarin' Across America, and that we will have reporting on that on Thursday, I want to say.
Thursday. I mean, the cast member preview has
Yes.
happened, and there are videos, but you haven't seen my video.
No, so you're going to have to wait.
So you got to wait for that.
Got to wait for that one. We did put out, this was last Thursday, the Get Me Doug Jones welcomes Hollywood icon Bette Midler. So Bette did put in her little, she was interviewed about Doug and what it was like working with him. And Doug loves Bette Midler. So this was a huge thing for him and an honor to be a part of this documentary about his career.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
This summer on the Disney Cruise Line, new entertainment, frozen fun in Alaska, and more. So this kind of went through some of the new things that are coming to the Disney Cruise Line. There was a thing that came out for the summer to save 15% at the Disneyland Resort hotels out there. So you're going to want to reach out to MEI Mouse Fan Travel, and they can help you out with that discount. New seasonal cocktails at Disney Springs.
Oh, yeah,
And there's a slice of pizza in the picture, which is the only thing.
There
that
is,
grabbed my
because
attention.
there's a frozen peach Bellini over there that looks fantastic, and I chose to use the picture that had the pizza in it.
Well, yeah, I don't care about the drink, but I do care about the pizza.
I know you love the pizza there, yeah.
ESPN sets the stage for Super Bowl 61 with week-long broadcast and fan experiences from Santa Monica Beach and Santa Monica Pier, which we've been to.
there.
And it's a fun area.
I thought it was fun.
It was. So maybe we need to apply for media to go back there for the Super Bowl because ESPN and Disney are going to be doing a lot this year with the Super Bowl coming, and the game is actually going to be broadcast on ESPN.
Right.
So-
Go Lions.
Go Lions. They're going to be there. Golf at Disney World, championship courses, mini golf, foot golf, and more. So this was kind of just a breakdown of all the different golfing opportunities you have while you're at Walt Disney World. Disney Eats reveals all the food by the Swedish Chef menu for Disney's Hollywood Studios. So you're going to be able to see all the different food options. Again, Michele will have tons of footage on this on Wednesday. You're going to want to stay close to your
We're going to
social
be at Hollywood Studios all day on Wednesday.
And there's actually also a little shindig, I think, in the evening for the
Yes,
media.
there
and
is.
stuff.
There's a media party.
And hopefully you'll get to try some of the foods then, and you can let people know. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, if you know, and I'll tell you the real deal. I won't hype it if it's not good.
No, unless it's stunning,
If it is stunning and life changing, I'll let you know.
life-changing, because then everybody has to go get it. Welcome to G-Force Records, inside the new rock and roll coaster starring the Muppets. So this just showed you some of the things that are going up inside the queue and such.
Yeah, Disney spoiled it really.
They really kind of did. Cue the music, rock and roller coaster starring the Muppets reveals its set list as well as some of the merchandise. They put out a little sampling of it, and then rock out in style with the new rock and roller coaster starring the Muppets merchandise. So then they put out the whole line of merchandise, shirts and
There's pins and
magnets,
things like that.
all kinds of stuff is coming out for that. There was a couple shirts I did like. I know some people have kind of said they don't really care for the merchandise, but there's a couple shirts I did like.
It's all right.
It's aight. Where am I at? Disneyland Resort's 70th anniversary final collection is debuting today, May 18th. It actually dropped.
They had to put out even more.
And this is the one collection I think I like the best.
Yes, and in my Facebook memories, we had just gotten back a year ago yesterday, I think, from the event that we were out of. So this has been going on for a year.
Yeah, it has. And it's still going on until I think the first week in August, if I'm not mistaken, August 9th.
Yeah, because the 50th didn't end in a year; it was longer. Yeah,
And then we
I mean,
know
of Disney World.
and we're going to have something happening here because Walt Disney World's 55th starts October 1st this year.
Yeah,
So I'm sure there's
we'll
going to be
see if there's it'll be merchandise and a cupcake, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure, and ears.
And ears.
New Mandalorian and Grogu menus and galactic treats arriving at Disney parks. So all kinds of stuff. A really cool sipper. Which
Oh, the sipper with the baby.
Yes, it's a Grogu sipper, but it looks like a backpack. So it looks like Mando's jetpack with Grogu attached to it, but it's actually a sipper. So it's kind of a cool little thing. He's a baby. New Mandalorian and Grogu magic shots arrived at Disney's PhotoPass, so you're going to want to check those out. Those will be all over Galaxy's Edge, both Walt Disney World and Disneyland. Old Navy and the Disney Americana collection returning
Really
this
cute
summer.
stuff at Old Navy.
And there is a ton of it.
And I want a lot of it,
Yeah,
so I'm not going to Old Navy.
There is an absolute plethora.
It's a plethora.
Plethora, including a sweater, if you got that joke.
Yes, there's a sweater.
Conan O'Brien returning to host the 99th Oscars in 2027.
Okay.
So he'll be the host. Disney reveals Waldorf and Statler will appear in Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets, with even some of the jokes that they had at Muppets 3D.
Yes, and people were mad that Disney spoiled that too.
You know what? They should have held one of them back. So we didn't put it out, but they also did put out the one of the band rehearsing where you used to see Aerosmith in the studio.
Scooter, the animatronic
Yes.
Scooter, and like the penguins. Yeah, they just decided we're just gonna put it out there,
And they did.
and they did.
Something that we did, we were like one of only the second sites to have this information. Elf on the Shelf and Disney are teaming up for their first time ever for a new
Collaboration.
Yes, a new collaboration. We were given the story on Saturday.
Yes, we got an exclusive tip off. We got a press release, so we were like the first to have it.
Yes.
Yep, we were. And
Us and Parade Magazine, I think, was the only
yep,
two
we
that
were the
had
only
it.
ones who had it. So we're excited when we get those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got the press release and put it out right away, and people are still talking about
Oh
it.
my God, they love it.
They love it. I don't love the elf.
But I even seen people who said, I don't like Elf on the Shelf, but I have to have this because it's Disney.
Because it's Disney.
Yep.
Because it's Disney.
And that just tells you no matter what it is, if you put mouse ears on it, people will buy it.
Absolutely.
This was really cool, and I'm kind of hoping that this might happen here, but it probably won't. Pedro Pascal surprised fans of the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run
Oh,
at
of course.
Disneyland the other night.
And yeah.
But it would be really cool if they flew him here for the media event this week.
They're not gonna.
We could.
We never get the good stuff here.
We could.
Yeah.
I remember Anthony Mackie was here for the Captain America premiere at AMC.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So maybe this could happen. It could. Maybe
Who
he'll show
knows?
up. Maybe he'll show up on Friday when we're going to see the movie.
I doubt it, but okay.
I'm hopeful. Here's the blog about how to join the virtual queue for Bluey's Wild World at conservation stations. So if you have any questions about that, please read that over. Look on the MDE app. Read the Disney website. There's all kinds of information about it. Don't go to the park thinking you've got the queue and that you're going to get to see Bluey, and you might not.
You might not.
Spider-Man Brand New Day revealed a new official poster as well as some new behind-the-scenes video from the film that's coming out in July 31st, I think that one, or July 30th. I think it's July 30th that comes out. Disney experiences major senior leadership changes across global parks and resorts. So this is one we were talking about earlier that they announced Jeff's replacement, as well as a couple other Disneyland resort in Paris. They've announced a new person out there, as well as Signature Experiences, who's going to be running that. So you can read all the information in that blog. Captain, I think it's Cacao, has landed at Universal's Epic Universe. So this is the bear that kind of is in charge of the sweet store at Universe's Epic Universe that they created. This character was this was the first character that they've created new for their park out there, and he's kind of like the mascot of Epic Universe, I guess.
Snacks?
I guess is what you could say he is, but he's
I would be interested in the mascot of snacks.
but he's doing meet and greets, so this was huge.
Is
That
he giving
they've
out
introduced.
snacks?
I don't know.
Oh,
He
okay.
might,
Well, that would change everything.
but you might want to go find out. Sad news that did come out today, though. Star Wars, narrated Happily Ever After, and so much more. Actor Tom Kane passed away at 64 due to complications from a stroke he did suffer many years ago.
Yeah, 2020.
2020. I've known Tom, through Facebook. I've known Tom since before he had his stroke. And I was so sad to read this because over the years I've told you how much I've enjoyed Tom. He was Yoda in the Clone Wars, and
You've talked about this man for years.
I have, and it's the thing that really bothered me. So about a month and a half, 2 months ago, I got an email from his agent that Tom was finally starting to do conventions again because he was still trying to rebound from the stroke and things like that. And he's finally decided he was going to do one convention a quarter. Now, I could have got him for House of Mouse this year, but it would have really been pushing us
financially
to bring him. So I talked to the agent about, okay, let's put him down for 2027, and I will definitely take that quarter once we announce our dates, and that was going to be set. And then today we got the word that he passed away at 64, so young.
Way too young.
Way too young.
And yeah, he's done the monorail, I believe was his.
Yep.
Like, you have heard. If you think you haven't heard, you have. So really sad, and our hearts and prayers go out to his loved ones because that was really sad.
It was so sad. So every time you hear Happily Ever After, he's the voice that starts the show off before you start hearing the singing, and he closes the show. So next time you hear about that, know that that man whose voice you're hearing, his name was Tom Kane.
Yes.
So
very sad.
Moving on from that, Disney Plus and Hulu to live stream Bonnaroo, Lollapalooza, and Austin City Limits worldwide.
I didn't even know. Okay, I didn't even know Lollapalooza was still going on because I saw it in the 90s.
I remember they were doing it like once a year someplace, like Chicago was doing it like once a year or something like that.
I'd be interested. So when they said that, I'm like, okay, now I want to know who plays that because I know who played it when I saw it.
I'm sure we probably wouldn't know any of these groups now that are at that. Andrew probably would.
Probably.
Aiden probably would. Some of them.
So y'all, I'm gonna when I saw it, I want to say the Beastie Boys were in it. Smashing Pumpkins. Maybe the Ramones. I saw the Ramones in concert once. But yeah, it was a good one. Oh, George Clinton and the P-Funk All-Stars.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes.
So I just looked it up. So it is July 30th through August 2nd, the weekend of our expo in Chicago.
Okay.
The headliners, they have them listed.
Why are you laughing? It's
I don't know any. I mean, I know one of them. Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay, so it's the same
on Friday night
when I went.
Thursday, I guess I know. Lorde is opening the show.
She's the Royals lady. Yep, I know
she's
her.
The big name for that. I mean, there's of course 30 other bands playing each day. John Summit, I don't know that name.
I don't.
The second night, Friday night, is Smashing Pumpkins and Charlie XCX.
Okay, I know who Charlie. Yep.
Olivia Dean on Saturday, and Jenny.
And Jenny is a K-pop person. Yep.
And then Sunday, Tate McRae.
Yep.
And then the XX or the Double X. I'm not sure what it goes by.
I don't know what that means.
But that is for Sunday night. Those are like the main headliners every night. And I'm just glancing through the list of the other artists. I don't know any of them.
Well, because when I went, they had different stages. They had the main stage and they had little stages. And at the time, I knew all about it. But yeah.
So, do you remember how much you paid to go see Lollapalooza?
Oh, I want to say, this is the 90s. 40-something is jumping out at me.
Okay, so I have pulled up the ticket prices. Now, was it a 4-day event or was it a 1 day when you went?
It might have been more than 1 day, but I went main day.
Okay, so a 1 day ticket. This is a 4-day event, but 1 day general admission starting price. You want to take a shot? 1 day.
$300.
$185.
Okay.
Plus general admission plus. I'm not sure what the plus gets you. $329. VIP for 1 day $649.
Oh dang.
Platinum for 1 day $2,100.
Oof.
2 day tickets are sold out completely. 4 day tickets. Oh my gosh. Okay. General admission 4 day $439. General admission plus 4 day starting at $789. 4 day VIP starting at $1,749. 4 day platinum starts at $4,800. And then Lala Insider $29,000.
Oh, drop in the bucket.
I mean, it's probably somebody who lives in Golden Oak. They're buying it.
I bet it was.
I mean, you get the big thing is you get exclusive front of the stage viewing available at all 6 stages
Oh, goody for you. But
and private golf cart transportation.
oh my God, you better get more than that. I just don't understand the prices these days. And sidebar, I know we went totally off on a tangent, but so people have been complaining online. Well, people complain online about everything. But especially in the past few weeks, I've seen a lot of people speaking about how expensive it has gotten to go to a concert
Yes,
these days.
it's ridiculous.
I mean, it used to be able to, and I was talking about this with, I want to say it was Aiden, about how like some concerts like you could go to and it's not that bad, and then some it's like ridiculous.
Right.
Now I have said multiple times that I want to see a concert at the Sphere
Yes.
in Vegas.
Yes.
Now I want to say those are like $600 and $800.
They're expensive. It's very expensive.
Because No Doubt started their residency, and I would love to go to that. Backstreet Boys have something going on over there.
The Eagles have had theirs, which is really expensive.
Yeah. I don't know. I would go. I've seen a lot of algorithms pick up, and I've seen a lot of like No Doubt's set. I would so go to that. I'd have to get me a Gwen Stefani outfit because that's like everybody has to have one.
Is that what it is?
It is, and I would go see that. Backstreet Boys, you got to wear all white. You know, like their videos.
Yeah.
So you gotta dress the part if you're good.
I got you. If you're gonna spend that much money to go to the show, you might as well do it upright.
So it's gonna cost you a lot of money to go to the Sphere. It would depend on who it was, and I might beg, borrow, whatever to go to.
Well, you mentioned about concerts and prices, so we got to see The Cure a couple years ago in Tampa. Fantastic show. But Robert Smith, because it was going through Ticketmaster, he told them, you're not going to charge these people too much. And he actually threatened to cancel the concert because they were charging for fees, and they made him refund. He made Ticketmaster refund to every ticket, and we got a refund back because of what we bought. And then when you got there, he didn't let a T-shirt be over $25.
All the merch was $25, and now mind you, this is because the lead singer Robert Smith put his foot down as far as like I want my fans to be able to go and have a good time. Not a lot of people do that.
No, but good for him.
But good for him.
And that was probably his last North American tour. I mean, they said it was probably his last one. I hope not either. It was absolutely
they play
amazing.
Overseas all the time, but just not here. But anyway, so wow, is that a tangent? But you can watch Lollapalooza and these other concerts on
Disney
TV
Plus
now.
So for whatever you pay, if you pay $16.99 or whatever your Disney Plus subscription is, you can actually watch it on there, and you don't have to
get out your Doc Martens.
You don't have to worry about it raining.
Nope.
You don't have to worry about any of that. You don't even have to crowd. You can lay on your couch and act like you're crowd surfing.
Yes, get out your flannels too.
There you go. That works too. Where am I at here? I gotta catch up to my next thing. Disney adds new behind-the-scenes content for Disney Cruise Line and Imagineering fans. So Behind the Attraction is doing 2 on Disney Cruise Line, and then they're also doing the Imagine That series, which is something that's been on YouTube. They've been doing for a while now with Tom 2.0, the robot.
Okay, gotcha.
So they're moving that to Disney Plus. And then new snacks and treats for Cool Kids Summer. This was the article you did right before we came in here to record.
It all looks good. Go read that blog because I'm like, I want the pretzels. They have like mac and cheese bites. They have chicken bites with cheese in them, like a cheese curd.
So you're gonna get to try all this stuff. I have a feeling this week.
So hungry. Okay, we're not. I'm never gonna eat unless we finish.
Okay, well, that's all the news.
Okay,
actually,
good.
that was the last news story. Just quick updates on House of Mouse Expo. Our guest list is set. 14 amazing guests will be coming to take part in our show. You can read about every one of them at thehouseofmouseexpo.com. Tickets. VIP tickets. You must get your order in by May 31st, or you will not get a VIP ticket package because we have to have time to order the shirts and the swag based on the amount of people who purchase that ticket package.
We do.
So make sure you do that. After hours party, you're going to want to make sure you get your tickets for that. That's a limited number. Not going to miss that party at all.
We always have good parties.
Good party. Photo ops, the professional photo ops, you can get those booked online. Most of the celebrities, we have their table pricing for their autographs if they do photos at the table for a selfie. All that's pretty much everybody's listed. I think there might be one or two that are not, but mostly everybody's there. We have some fun stuff coming over the next couple weeks to introduce you guys to some of our celebrities.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that first one, we're going to do it this week, but we can't. So hopefully next week,
Don't spoil it.
Michele will be able to do that, and we will get that information out to you guys as soon as we can. There's so much going on with the House of Mouse Expo. Get your tickets, houseofmouseexpo.com. Don't miss out. If you are a Disney cast member, a SeaWorld team member, or a Universal team member, if you come to the show day of, show your badge for where you work, you get admission for $10.
$10.
You don't have to. You can't come and buy that for 50 of your friends unless they work at Disney, and they can all show their IDs also.
If you bring your cast member friends, that's different.
But yeah, you can only buy one ticket at $10. But this is just our way of giving back to all these.
Thank you.
Yes, and saying thank you, because you guys help make the magic and you make the fun and the entertainment in all these parks, and we appreciate you. So this is our way of giving a little something back and offering you guys a discounted rate for that.
Yes.
One thing I was ask you really quick.
Oh.
After listening to your podcast.
Oh boy. What? I don't know what he's going to ask,
She
by
has
the way.
no clue because I have not said this at all, and I was kind of rushing because I wanted to bring this up.
Oh, Lord.
You brought up a thing,
Oh, no.
and you challenged all your listeners.
Oh, no, I did?
For $100,000 a day, how long would you go without taking a shower? Now, listening to it, I thought the same thing you are. I'm like, well, can I go in a pool? Can I go to the sink and like use a paper towel and like wash my face and maybe under my armpit, and clean up a little bit? Can I put deodorant on every day? Because so you said this was something online, I believe.
It was a question that somebody had posed online and got a ton of comments, and people were like literally trying to debate and find workarounds to this to see if you were going to get $100,000 a day, like how long could you go? But then people are like, well, can I take a bath? Can I go swimming?
Right.
Can I this? So it just depends on all the fine details.
Oh, I know. My first thing would be is I'd go buy one of those Intex blow up pools and put it in my yard. And every day I would just, because I'm going to get $100,000. If I can go swimming, I'm going to jump in that pool with soap in it every day.
I don't know what the stipulation was.
So Michele said that she could go. How many days did you say?
It depended if I could swim
Let's
or
say you
take a
couldn't.
bath.
Let's say you couldn't do any of that. Say maybe you could clean up in the sink a little bit, brush your teeth, maybe wash your face a little bit, but you couldn't take a full body shower with soap and everything. How many days could you go?
Oh man. I mean, oh God, those sink baths. There's a name for those. I won't say it. I don't know, because I'm such a germaphobe. But then at the same time, I know if I could just suck it up for even a week.
That's $700,000.
I know it would help us tremendously.
Oh, I know. I'm sitting there in the car just like you said, and I'm sitting there going, okay, so if I did it for a month, and there's 31 days in the month, that's $3.1 million. I'm like, for a month.
But you can't go a day without a shower.
I can't leave the house without taking a shower.
I know you can't. So, and
if I get home, so you even talked about this on your podcast. You said, so in the summertime here, and we both do this, we'll get up and take a shower in the morning. And then if we're at a park or whatever, we will take another shower before we go to bed.
It's a double shower day.
And I will still get up the next morning and take another
one.
shower because I don't feel right going out without taking a shower before I leave.
Very particular.
Very particular about that. So, but if I have $100,000 coming in by not taking a shower that day, you know what? I will go buy me all the cologne. I will buy so much of Sauvage, and I will spray myself in it every day to not smell bad. And I won't go anywhere because if I know I made $100,000, I'm ordering whatever I want delivered to the door.
Oh yeah.
Food-wise, I don't have to leave the house.
You don't.
For that month.
And so you don't want to go outside and sweat because then it's your stink is going to get worse.
But if you did that for 6 months,
oh my God,
you're looking at $180 million.
Oh God.
You could buy any house you wanted to at Golden Oak. Think about that.
What does this have to do with
Disney?
Disney?
I'm just saying because we talked earlier about $8-9 million houses. But if you had $180 million from not taking a shower for 6 months, you could buy any house you wanted to.
And these are the type of things I pull out of out of wherever for my show on Thursday. I try to find some silly things that I find online and like write down my top craziness, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, I saw that last week.
And I bet you most people right now who are listening to us talk are sitting there going, I could probably go a week, 2 weeks, 10
All of you
days.
guys are sitting there going, how far? How long could I go?
Because if you think 10 days is $1 million,
I'd have to do that.
you know, actually, I would probably go like 15 days because I know I'm going to have to pay taxes and they're going to take like 30% of the
You
10,
really
30
thought
to
about
35. But I know if I come away with $1 million, the interest alone on $1 million a year, I could live off after. But yeah, I really thought
But
about
nobody
this.
has asked us if we want to do this.
But if somebody listening to this wants to challenge
Wants
us
to
to
challenge
this,
us.
now we will each do $100,000 a day because then we could do it in 5 days and have $1 million.
Oh yeah, if we both got.
Yeah, if we both got it, we'd be.
It was just weird because the guy in the video that started it all, he was really contemplating and was like counting on his hands and trying to figure it out, and his math was so off, and
That's
that's
what you
what
had
got
said.
people laughing. But then after laughing at the guy, everybody was like, well, what would I do?
It's an interesting question.
It is.
And I'm just curious, any of you out there listening to this, what would be your number? What do you think?
How
you
long could you
do?
go?
I know Michele will share out this show on our social media, Facebook and such. Put it in the comments. Just put a number.
Nobody needs to know
Just
what
put a
that.
number. Nobody has to know. Make them and if they what's that number for? Say listen to the show.
Listen to the show.
You'll
You want
find
to know
out.
what it is.
But I'm just curious. You know, yeah, as much as it's hard. I mean, even if I get up and I get busy, I still take a shower at 2 o'clock sometimes in the afternoon, 3 o'clock if I've been
But
busy.
if there's
all morning.
that kind of money attached, you would change your mind.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I can, you get that stuff to put under your nose so you don't smell yourself. Like they wear at the.
Oh my God. Okay,
you
enough,
do what you got to do. So I'm curious to know what you all would do, how long you could go doing that.
Goodness.
So is there anything else you want to talk about before we
Nope.
close up? So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and close. Like I said, no discussion this week. Again,
That was kind of a discussion.
it was, but it was a short one. But again, this week, starting tomorrow, guys, pay attention to our social media feeds. We're going to be at Disney for the next 4 days, essentially.
Yeah, Tuesday through Friday.
Friday midday. So stay tuned there. See what's coming out. Michele will be flooding the socials with photos and information for you guys to see and read.
As much as possible.
As much blogs as we can get out. I will be working on that just to get the information to you guys as fast and as accurate as we can, which is the most important thing, getting you guys accurate information, not always having to be first, but having to be perfectly correct when we put it out there.
Correct.
But we're going to bring back the question segment. So if you guys have a question for myself or for Michele, you could email us a question and email the question to the opposite one you want the question asked to. So if you have a question for Michele, email me, scott@themainstreetmouse.com, and I will ask her on air. Or if you have a question for Michele to ask me on air, email her, michele@themainstreetmouse.com, and she will ask me the question on air. Again, we don't ask these questions to one another ahead of time. We do it live on the air, so neither one has time to really think about it. So you get our true answer right off the bat, and we don't edit, so it will be what it is.
Mm-hmm.
If you, Thursdays, Michele puts out her Daydream Believing podcast. You don't have to listen to it on Thursdays, but it drops every Thursday, the new episode, and you can check it out. Except this Thursday, there will be no episode.
I'll be busy.
She'll be busy, but next Thursday there will be a new episode, and she probably will have a lot to catch up on. But if you have a comment, question, or a show suggestion for her, you can email her, michele@themainstreetmouse.com. Again, it's Michele with one L, not two, or email will not go through. I'm going to run through our TMSM sponsors currently. Our official travel partner of the Main Street Mouse. Make your money and time go further with all-inclusive, always complimentary white glove services from award-winning MEI Mouse Fan Travel. Wherever you travel, you deserve unparalleled support, honesty, and attention to detail from the best free travel agents in the business. Visit them by clicking on any of their banners on our website. That will take you to their website. You fill out a small form about what you're looking for as far as a type of trip you need, and one of their travel advisors will contact you. The best part of using their services, it is 100% free for you to use their services. Our official transportation partner of the Main Street Mouse is the Genie Transportation Services. Their trusted Orlando car services offer safe, private transportation from Orlando International Airport straight to Walt Disney World, Universal, Orlando Resort, and Port Canaveral. From spacious vehicles to friendly professional drivers, they make every ride stress-free, comfortable, and a little more magical so your family can focus on the fun ahead. Visit thegenieorlando.com. And never last, never least, our official stroller scooter partner, Kingdom Strollers, help you with any rentals you need. Make your Disney vacations stress-free with Kingdom Strollers, Orlando's trusted stroller scooter rental company, delivering clean, comfortable strollers and scooters right to your resort or wherever you're staying. Skip the hassle and travel light so you can focus on making magical memories. Visit kingdomstrollers.com. any one of our sponsors, please, please, please let them know you heard about them on the Main Street Mouse, because supporting our sponsors helps support the Main Street Mouse, and that's what we're incredibly grateful to all you guys for doing that. That's all I'm going to talk about. Don't forget to follow us along on social media the next few days, and I'll talk to you guys next week.
Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I was going to say. Follow the Main Street Mouse on all the socials. I will be working hard to bring you all the cool stuff, all the information, if there's any behind-the-scenes tidbits I get from the media event, I would love for you to follow along. And don't forget to like, share, and comment. That helps us as well. So on that note, I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, magical week ahead. We'll see you real soon.
Our trip around the Magic Kingdom is almost complete. I can't thank you enough for spending part of your day with me. And I hope you've enjoyed your journey as much as I've appreciated being a part of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please gather your belongings. Watch your head and step as you exit, and take small children by the hand.
On behalf of our entire flight crew, thanks for soaring with us.
Now I will raise the safety bar, and a ghost will follow you home.
Some imagination, huh?